big shark. And I saw it after. So I'm talking about it now. Jonelle says, see me which one. No promise though. Oh yeah, Jonelle, he be keeping it real. And he also said Trump is serving a highly monetary invested interest. He got 2020 on lock because he's good for reality, because we only want to dive deeper and deeply in the illusion of inclusion. See, I should just read this comment. Depending on Europe, Zionist-owned American nation that has never loved us. Yeah, and to your point, that's why a lot of us don't want to talk about it, because we do have a lot of illusion of inclusion. Well, they don't treat me bad. They're not talking about me. But the minute it comes down to like your doorstep, that's when you're going to want to talk about it.
Ask those Hispanics.
Yeah.
Ask those Hispanics.
And how many of them actually voted for Trump thinking, oh, yes, you know, he's not talking about us. He's talking about those Mexicans over there, you know. And then you hear about these people who served in the military, or people with these high falutin jobs and money and positions in the community getting gobbled up.
You know, Americans, Hispanic Americans now that are being incarcerated,
right?
Because they can't prove their citizenship. And
I voted for Trump. Right. I made a mistake.
Right.
They thought like y'all too. I don't want to hear about it else, you know.
The Asian beauty queen in Michigan.
Right, getting her wake up call. Everybody gets a wake up call because I thought I was included.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't affect me. It does affect you.
It affects you. And Cindy says, Jonelle, I will have to change my page in order to see all your posts. And D, somehow I see all Donovan's posts. So
that's because I'm a very popular guy.
And Jonelle says, Cindy, clearly they're blocking all my posts and any posting the truth. Yeah,
yes.
Jonelle gets and goes in Facebook jail a lot.
Yeah, I think at least once a month.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And he don't go down for like a couple days. He goes down for the count. They like maximum 30 days and be out. Like, damn, what did you say? And normally it's nothing, but you know, you always got people on your page like, and you know who it is, Jonelle? I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I don't think it's white people doing this. I think it's our people that's doing that.
You damn right it is.
Look at that. He's talking, you know, they're talking about Farrakhan, you know, and talking, telling the truth. I'm going to report on it. You know, that's who's doing it, you know. And so, Cindy says, wait, what Asian beauty queen? She is a Trump supporter, and I guess she has some old tweets talking about black people,
black people, and then she was in a conversation, and
you know,
and they took her crown and basically kicked her out for those comments.
Her crown for being trying to be a racist, trying to do what Trump people do, and
you know, which is kind of
understand,
and it's kind of funny because she's Asian. You don't look nothing like the persuasion.
That illusion of inclusion is a mother. Like the biscuits don't taste that damn good.
Right.
I ain't never tasted a biscuit so good that make me want to sell out my people or give up my dignity as a black person. Right. I never. Right. And let's see. And Deja says we should hold our reps accountable if they don't do what they promised boycott. Yes, I mean I totally agree. But there's a lot of people. Oh my God. Sometimes I put my phone down and walk away from my phone for hours.
Tell them when you called me.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Because I'm like, why is that a hard line of reasoning to follow? If you ain't getting something for your vote, don't give it. Oh, no, we need to get rid of Trump. Oh, we know we got to do our part to get rid of Trump. It's not our responsibility only.
We didn't put him in there.
We didn't put Trump in the office. It's not our responsibility to get rid of Trump. It's our responsibility to make sure that when we give our vote to whomever, that we get something
in
back.
Return, a transaction.
Everybody under Obama's administration, we voted for Obama because we thought, we didn't verify, we thought that he was going to do something for us. Everybody benefited under Obama. Gays, Muslims, women,
white millionaires doubled under the Obama.
Doubled. But black people, what did we get specifically? So now is the time for us to say, hey, and you know, it's working because the Democrats are starting to throw out little things. Okay, now I'm going to do this little thing for black people.
Well,
I do.
we got to hold them accountable. They're just saying it.
But
yeah, they're still talking about it.
Yeah, they were. Well, go ahead. Get with it.
Wait, you expect me to do something just for black people? No! No! I'm not going to do something just for black people. A rising tide raises all the boats. No! Jeez.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was Kamala Harris. Okay?
Yes.
Before they were saying that, I'm not going to do just anything for black people, but, specifically. And now, she done rolled out some mess about, and she going to do something for some homeowners and just blah, blah, blah. Right?
She's throwing anything against the wall and hoping it sticks.
Did you see my tweet?
Yeah.
I tweeted that. And Romel says, the reason I had no comment is because I just turned it on, but Dicey would tell you I have plenty to talk about. Romel, I've known you most of my life.
Yes.
And I know one thing you do not do is bite your tongue.
Yes, yes.
So I know you have plenty to say. I also follow you on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I know.
I like them dance steps too, brother. You and the wife are getting down. I like that.
I mean, I know that you are politically involved. So I know that is your story.
If the comment doesn't apply to you, let it pass on by you.
And Al says, nothing that Trump says or does should be a surprise. No, it shouldn't, but without mean we don't talk about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, we still need to address it. And ultimately, at the end of the day, we got to be about our business. And, the things that Trump says, I mean, I guess they affect us.
It does.
It does. But that doesn't absolve us from the things we need to be doing. And that doesn't absolve us of holding our representatives that we vote for accountable.
Right. And that's where I was going to go. Because if he's above the law, now Ray gets locked up. Okay, yeah, he conspired to rob the bank. There's no collusion. None.
Right.
We got to start, hey, if you're not going to hold this man to the law, we need to get you up out of there and uphold the root of law. Because if not, don't hold anybody accountable.
Right. And Cindy says, I agree, I think it's one of us reporting Donovan. Yeah, Donovan, Jonelle. It's got to be one of us. It's always that one.
I'm the one that's in the
who, feels like he needs to be doing the bidding of massa. I'm going to report him to Mark Zuckerberg. I probably get in a lot of trouble for saying this.
What, Donovan's the Steven of the internet?
No.
Who you be with?
You know who it probably is? It's probably those highfalutin. Never mind, I ain't going to say it.
Okay.
I ain't going to say it. Not going to say it.
Okay.
But it's probably one of us.
Yes, absolutely.
And he said, unfortunately, I get Facebook will remind me here and there, hey, stay in your place now. Mm-hmm. But I've never gotten shut down, So, hey, Gina. And Cindy says, the Asians think they are white. Yeah, they actually do.
Yes, they do.
But they get their Asian wake-up call, if you will. Mm-hmm. No, you're not white.
Right. When they get here and they just get shocked. What?
Right.
Huh?
And to her point, to Cindy's point, where is that her GoFundMe page from these MAGA supporters? Because had that been a white woman who got her crown taken from that, she'd have had a $200 million GoFundMe.
Or they would have put her on Fox News or got her a position somewhere to where...
Right. And Jonelle says, slaves trying to appease whites for approval, love, and acceptance, only to achieve the reality that we are not citizens. We are what we were brought here to be. In white vision, products, slaves, and economic, economic, to fuel white sovereignty. We have yet to move with a liberated mind, establish our reality and sovereignty. If we don't stop this dependency, we will demise with this fallen Babylon. Come out of her, my people, means by all means, do for self first and establish your black own.
Exactly. How can you worry about what is going on outside of your home and your house is a wreck?
Honestly, I called Donovan yesterday.
She did. She was done. She was done.
I called him and I said, get your people.
I was like, well, who you be with? What's wrong with them?
I said, get your people. Get your people. Because to me, I'm not the smartest person ever. I do okay. Mm. And I'm like, it's not even like it's... You connect the dots. You know how we used to connect the dots. I don't get why any of that... It's so hard to follow. Don't give something and you don't get anything returned. Would you be in a relationship? Well, some of us probably would, not me. Or have, but would you be in a relationship where love is not given?
Yeah, I do that a lot. I do that a lot.
But
I can rent love.
But eventually you wake up and say, okay, you got to go.
Right, but look, even if I'm in that kind of relationship, there's a transaction. So you got what you need.
Right, you get something.
Right.
It might be janky.
Right.
You know, it might be.
Yeah, exactly. It's a transaction.
Here's
$100.
Hurry up, get off me. Hurry up.
Right. Here's $100. I don't ever want to see you again. You know.
Right. Get something. You know. And then Jonelle says, I would be surprised if it wasn't white people in black skin. We stay on our Stevens and James because we desire that comfort in Candyland. But either way, I'm speaking truth regardless to whom or
go back down.
Let's see, whom or what Allah God sufficient is. I mean, you gotta see. Sometimes, listen, freedom ain't free.
Somebody's got to pay.
Like, my mom used to always tell me, R.I.P., God rest her soul.
Yes.
She'd be like, I don't like a lot of things you say. She says, one thing I would say about you is you have courage to say a lot of things people are afraid to say.
Yes.
So she said, even though I don't like it and it scares me sometimes, don't ever stop speaking the truth and your truth, because a lot of people need to hear it whether we want to or not.
Yeah, unlike you, my mom says she fears for me because I'm willing to take the ass whipping.
Yeah, but if you don't do it, who's going to do it?
Who's going to do it, right?
You know, Donovan does a lot of things and have done a lot of things in his district. If Donovan didn't take the ass whooping, hell, it wouldn't be, the roads wouldn't be repaired. I mean, it's a
jumping all over the place.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that he, said I'll do because everybody else just wants to complain. So, hey, Tammy, what's happening? Let's see. And Jonelle says, I would, nope, I read that. She says, hey, Donovan.
Hey.
Arson says, guys, I was hearing Dr. Boyce Watkins, he mentioned this Victor Blackwell, that's his name, on CNN, who was crying over Trump's comments. Y'all heard of it?
Yeah.
Yes. It was trending all over media, social media yesterday.
And you know it's going to be a major meme.
Yeah. I'm watching it. Because I heard he got emotional.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if this dude starts crying. And sure enough, he
did.
I'm like,
where are our strong black warriors that just say, you know what, I ain't taking this shit. Fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, or but cry.
Yeah, you don't show.
To me, it was crying because I can't believe you really think this way about me. It's like you keep eating those good old butter biscuits from Massa, thinking he's giving them to you because he really cares about you. No, that was your, they say, N-word wake-up call.
Yeah, but it also feeds into the narrative of the feminization of black men. Look how sensitive he is. Look, he just crumbled because somebody said something bad about this.
Right.
People.
Can't believe it. And Al says, hopefully Donovan knows the answer to the question I asked you earlier. I think it was at the joke that I didn't read. And Cindy says, we always need to be validated. And that's the problem with us. Yeah. We want to be validated. Oh, please, Master, just tell me I'm good.
Yes.
Am I good? Can I have another butter biscuit?
Yes, you may.
I mean, it's like...
But I'm going to cut back on the butter.
Right.
I'm going to cut back on the butter.
If they don't tell us, not us, but in general, then I'm nobody.
This is ridiculous.
Totally ridiculous. I need people to pat me on the head and say,
it's totally ridiculous. I don't need their validation. I need my money. That's what I need. Run me my money.
Right. Okay. And Cindy says this is why Donovan Sadiq takes trips to Asia.
Yes. I go over there. Well, I was raised there, so I'm kind of biased.
And Donovan takes trips to Asia because he's rich and he can do those things. But we are going to Africa.
Yes, I'm changing it up. We're going to Africa.
We're going to Africa next month, or in September rather. September we're going. So
Dee's going to get off that plane and go, I'm home.
I'm home. Yes, I'm home. My accent's going to change and everything.
Right.
I'm home.
But here's the thing. We don't talk about it. We actually do stuff that we say on the show. We actually put our money where our mouth is. And that's the difference, I think, between a lot of shows out there and some of these just, I want to talk about other people. No, we're going to go over there and show you what's up.
And somebody asked me, who was actually a friend of mine, I don't know what her issue was with me lately. It's weird. I've had people who are alleged friends of mine say pretty nasty things to me.
Well, that's because you're sitting next to me.
Is that what
they want to get
which I don't give a I'll keep it at that. I really don't care. You know. I have people block and delete me.
Oh yeah, I get that all the time.
For years, and didn't even know they did until somebody mentions it, or didn't even know. But I mean, they asked me, "Well, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're just always on the internet talking. What are you doing? What are you doing to help the poor? What are you doing to help the homeless?"
Well, I'm glad you don't know because you move in silence.
Which is what you're supposed to do. You know? And as I said to her, the revolution ain't going to be on Facebook, and it's not supposed to be like what you do for people. Do I need to shove a camera in the face of people that I'm helping?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't feel like I need to validate. Like, the people who are being helped, they know it. And also, I like to reference a quote by Mother Teresa, who says, the best way to help the poor is not to become one of them. So in that, I help myself so that I can help other people. I also, because I'll tell y'all 100 other things. This is one of 100 other things. I used to, before I did this show on Sundays, I used to take my black ass to Venice Beach with my daughter. We go hang out, go find a vegan restaurant, just go, like, I had Sundays to myself.
That was your day.
I've been here, with the exception of maybe 5, maybe 6 times in the last over 3 years, every Sunday. So that's one thing that I do, is I use my gift of communication to spread a message of black unity, among other things. And so I hate when people say, because you're not spending money or letting people move into your home and all this other stuff.
But you don't know that.
Right, but you don't know what I'm doing. But that's the way of trying to invalidate what you're doing. What are you doing?
I have a lady right now. She has 4 cats, and she's taken up residency in the park up the street. Every other day, I go to the commissary, the base store. I buy some cat food for her, and I give her cash. Because homeless people don't need to eat. They get enough free food. So
what? So you mean you didn't shove a camera in her face?
Nope.
You didn't go live about it?
Nope.
You didn't tag everybody and let them see that you was helping homeless people?
I will
How
never
dare
do
you?
Yeah.
We can't prove you're doing anything.
Yeah. No, and I don't need to prove it because, like I said, every time I walk Belle over there, she always has a good word for me. I have a good word for her, and I keep it pushing.
Sometimes all they need is a word of encouragement.
Exactly.
I mean, so Jonelle says, we in those relationships enjoying a worse than dog's life. Love is mutual activity. Absolutely. Yeah. I want to get something from what I'm giving. And Secret Garden says, Asians want to side with the White House are understandable. However, Asians who are supportive of our families and businesses are cool. Oh,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you have, people are the same everywhere. I don't care what culture it is. You have the bad ones, you have the good ones, you have the mediocre ones. That's in every culture. So, yeah, you're going to find that. Asians are no different than anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
And
except that they practice group economics on a level that is
gangster.
Yes.
Gangster.
Right.
If I see another Asian in a Tesla, I'm going straight.
Yes. You too. You've been noticing that. And they're going to college.
And they're
they're no more than 22, 23 years old college students.
Right.
Kills me.
And Jonelle says the meme should say, "Man up, foolish lady."
Yes.
Talking about the dude.
Yeah, the dude. Embarrassing.
And Al says, "Damn, no." The question about Malcolm, ask it again because I don't. Me and Al talk about a lot of things, and Malcolm is one of them.
Yeah, but the heat's getting to her.
Yeah, so ask it again. And Arson says, well, since you guys heard, I hope everybody realizes how bad he makes us look.
Yes.
Like we always literally need them, which clearly makes us weaker and allows them to not take us seriously.
Feminization.
Seriously, at best, they will pity us. That just made it all worse.
Feminization of black men. Feminization of black men.
If this Negro drops a tear, I'm going to do the Tasmanian devil up.
Like I said, Superbit's going to get his show, and I mean they're just making us seem like we're nothing.
How dare you not like me?
Right. I'm from Baltimore. Well, dog, you should be validating or going against. Wait, did you notice that? He didn't say what Trump said was wrong. He never once said, no, this area is good and that area is good. He was just like,
oh. Wait. Hello, sir. I forget your name, but you have a platform. Why did you wait for Trump to tweet about it, to talk about it and cry? I'm just asking for myself.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
let's see. And Romel says, in all honesty,
Drop
the
the
more
mic.
we change America, the more we stay the same. Literally, yeah. Well, we're making America great again. Now we're making it back to where it was. Jim Crow time.
Yeah, the good old days.
Except for they're not dealing with. Black people back then kind of had to put up with it. They were scared. That, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, back then the only time a black man can outright hit a white man is when he's boxing.
Yeah, but I'm going to say this to everybody on all the forums we have here. If you are racist and you accost me in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to punch you in the face.
For me, I might be armed. You might lose your life.
Yeah, at minimum, you're going to get punched in the face. I'm just keeping it real. So, yeah, try that with somebody else.
Yeah.
And Jonelle says, friend straight Houdini.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us have them?
Friends.
Okay. David says, you're supposed to give with left hand without the right hand knowing. That was something my grandma used to always say. Never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing.
But didn't your grandmother say that itch when she gets money in it? So money's coming. Money's coming.
And my great grandma said these are the only two suckers I trust. That's why they put the money in there,
Right. Underneath that little pouch.
Right. How much you need, baby?
Everything came out of it.
You're hungry.
Cream, milk, right. The good old days, I'm telling you.
Right. Oh my God. Okay, so Cindy says, I saw that post and that comment, and what about to call you through Facebook?
Oh yeah, when you said, people keep calling you on Facebook when you're online.
Oh yeah. Damn, I got lightheaded laughing about it. Not we probably gonna conjure up somebody trying to call me. Hey, and they're usually from Nigeria. So hey, one thing I'm gonna answer. I never answer. They call me. No shade to anybody. I'm like, I'm be over there in September. We can talk then. What do you want? What are we talking about? Why are you FaceTiming me from Nigeria? My daughter says we're going to go to the costume store and buy a mask. And when they call me to answer with the mask on.
Right. So they don't recognize when you're over
I'm
there.
thinking a Michael Myers mask.
Well, they might be trying to get that green card. Saying, hey, you're looking in medical
I'm going to send them my cash out. That's the next thing I'm going to do. I promise you. Next time somebody call me from, Nigeria or something, I'm going to say, I'm glad you called. I've been wanting to give you my cash out.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Huh? Look, Duke.
Right. And let's see. Jonelle says there is no true empowerment without self-empowerment.
Yes.
And he also say we need to do as an Asian. The only thing truly foreign is our ignorance. Yeah, I mean,
sad but true.
Asians know who they are, okay?
Sad but true.
Al says a question about Ali and the nation. Okay, Jonelle, we're going to ask you this, okay? Al was watching the movie Ali, which I've never seen.
I didn't really care for that, but it's okay.
And I guess there's a part in there where he was saying Muhammad Ali was excommunicated from the Nation of Islam. Do you have any context about that at all? I know that he said one of his greatest regrets is that he turned his back on Malcolm X. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know that he was excommunicated, he being Muhammad Ali from the nation. So can you talk about that? Is there any truth to that? Or what do you have about that? And Cindy says, for me, send you to the cemetery, you
mess with me. Exactly.
You mess with me.
Exactly. Yeah, I have that aura. I'm known as that guy that that walks in my yard, with my gun in my hand.
Cowboy hat.
Yeah, with my cowboy hat and all that other stuff.
And hey, me,
love
she says,
the
the shirt. Yes, my daughter made them for us. Yeah, so
1995.
You can have one.
Yes.
And guess what? If you act right now, you can get another one for free.
Act right now, we'll throw in this pin.
Right.
So.
And Jonelle says it's only an upgraded form of what it is. Look, no change. Right. That's it. We're still enslaved mentally. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's like this Negro is on here crying. Really?
But
what you crying?
We're holding somebody accountable that we shouldn't be holding accountable for our neighborhood. The first person you're going to hold accountable is your mayor, your city council, then your representative.
Right.
Plus your state representative.
Right.
I bet you their state representative is even black.
Right. And Arson says your daughter has a great idea about the mask. I am. You know what? You guys, I've been wanting to change my name for the longest to Dr. Loomis. But I'm like, dang, I go with the Demetri K whole thing. I really want to change my name to Dr. Loomis on all my forums because you guys know Dr.
Michael
Loomis.
Myers.
Michael Myers. And I've been my tagline is, diagnosing Negroes since, I don't know.
78.
It said
77 when it first came out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I like the name Dr. Lewis because, you know, he had Michael Myers' number.
Yeah, he knew everything about Michael Myers, and everybody thought he was crazy.
Right, you know, he was like, nah, I know the monster I'm dealing with.
Yes.
So, yeah, I still might change it to Dr. Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Well, what was that we were talking about when we were saying, a term you came up with, Negroes on NyQuil.
NyQuil for Negroes.
NyQuil for Negroes.
We're asleep. The NyQuil is the talking points and all the things that white supremacy gives us, and we're just we're lullabied by the NyQuil.
Yeah, we're halfway there.
Right.
We're just lethargic.
Right, and then Secret Guardian says, "Hey D, I like your spirit. I want to adopt you. You make a father proud. Okay, you can adopt me. I'm probably older than you though.
Yeah.
But you can adopt me. I don't want much. I'm vegan, fruits and vegetables. I don't watch TV. I won't run up the electric bill.
It's going to be kind of hard with her dad. I tried to get the little sister. He said, you can't have this one, but you can have this one. That was a scene from The Color Purple, remember? You can't have Nettie. You can have this one, though.
Yeah, she ain't fresh. I bet you know that. And so, see, y'all say Ali was kicked out of the nation. Okay. And Cindy says, I saw the post calling you out about what you do for your community. She could at least tag you as well. Yeah, I mean, so he knows I'm not lying about being called out. And it's like, to me, it's like, what else do you have? What are you dying? That is like, come on.
Yeah.
You know? And to be honest, everybody's calling is not to get out there and put on a cape. And God bless those people who do, who actually get out there and organize, and all that other stuff. God bless those people. Use what you have. Like, I'm not a huge organizer. I'm not. But you guys, anybody who knows
You're a
me,
resurrector.
When I see black people on the street, we talk. One of the last people that added me, anytime I see somebody black, I say, add me on Facebook, we talk. I tell them what it is I do. We chop it up. I don't care whether they homeless or whatever the case is. We talk. And I let them know I'm thinking about you. If I have something on me, I give it to them. Whatever the case is, that, you know, because I'm very knowledgeable about a lot of things. One of the last women I talked to, she was homeless and she was hit by a car. She was hit by a car, and the people that hit her tried to do a hit and run. But somebody flagged them down and stopped them.
That's been a lot lately out here.
And she says that the insurance company was giving her, the runaround. I gave her a lot of advice, and I told her what to do. And she says, thank you for helping me. Because these people just, hit her. She was okay, but, she had a limp and stuff. But they just hit her and kept going. And, they caught them. She didn't know what to do. Right. And I never met this lady. I'm walking home from the store, and I just stopped and said, hey, how you doing? And we had a conversation.
Another good example, I met a young lady who has this, she's a bartender. She has a certification. She's a roving bartender person.
Cool.
That's her business. She wants to take it. She has some little girlfriends. And they're young, little, cute little things. And so I'm talking to her, right, because I was getting a steak over at Chili's. I know I shouldn't be eating steak, but I was. And, and I had overheard their conversation, and I said, what do you got going? I said, you got a card. And so she sure did have a card. And so what I did was I told her, go to Black Businesses United.
Yeah.
I said, there's a lady named Tammy Martin Riles. Get into the Black Chamber of Commerce. And I said, you make your connections there. And I said, just contact them and whatever. And she's like, oh my God, you're putting me up on game. I said, hey.
That's doing something for people.
Yes.
That's doing something for people.
Yes. Especially young people. They don't know.
They don't know.
So.
And then Al says, Donovan, my co-workers who's African, said this past Friday was the country's Independence Day.
Yes, and I don't know if you, Al, I know you're fighting with Julius Malema for Demetra, but did you hear they are trying to shut Julius Malema down because he wants to form the United States of Africa and drop the borders between the different countries.
We need to protect him with everything because we know what happens when people try to do that.
Yes,
Gaddafi is a good example.
Right.
Sydney, was it you that was telling me about in Iran they're trying to use gold as currency?
They've gotten rid of the United States thing and they've gotten rid of the euro. And they're going back to the.
It was either Sydney or Arson, one of them.
Yeah, and that's why the United States is like ramping up things because when they don't use our currency and on that thing,
right,
it threatens the monetary supply.
We gotta kill them.
Right. So.
And Cindy says, keep the body, take the mind. Keep the body, take the mind.
Yes.
Absolutely. And hey, Pam, what's happening? It says on July 26, 1990, President George H.W. Bush signed the American with Disabilities Act 1990 into law. As of July 26, 2019, the ADA has been 29 years old since the ADA has been in law. People with disabilities are still second-class citizens because the ADA has not been mainstream in society unless people with disabilities get untied with now. President Trump, behind closed door, is adding different languages to water down the ADA to make it weaker.
Well, I agree with you, but the president doesn't make the laws. You mean he's directing the Republican Party in the Senate to do what they are doing, and people are continually seeing how the Republican Party is dismantling all these things that are supposed to help people, and with the Democrats right in tow, because you don't see no resistance from the Democrats.
Right.
This is where we're at, the have and the have-nots, and that's how it's going to be.
So those are the part of the things that are getting covered up in the distractions. Like, this first I heard of it, but people need to know those things. Absolutely. So thank you for that. And Al says, hey, Donovan, I told Demetri that Dr. Loomis, played by Donald Pleasance, was in the James Bond movie You Only Live Twice.
Yes, You Only Live Twice. Yes, he was Blofeld.
All right.
Yes.
Jonelle says, my understanding, Ali was told by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to stop boxing and focus on the ministry like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan with his music. And he continued boxing that when his name got taken...
and he was...
Oops. And his name got taken and he was set down. That was the root of it.
Okay.
Got it. I kind of read that, but I was like, okay, it wasn't really, known. But to your point, yes.
That was in the 70s.
Farrakhan was an entertainer. And
Calypso singer.
Gave him the same thing. You're either going to be out there doing your music, or you coming here and live fully for the nation, and that's what happened.
And then Ali took a more monetary stance because of the money he had lost in the 70s.
Right.
He was making big money.
Got taken out of boxing.
He's making a lot of money.
Right. So there you have it, Al. There's the explanation. I knew Jonelle would know. I was going to ask my father, but my father gave me a long
the whole dissertation. Well, he came in there on Friday. And I was sitting up there, got the drinks rolling. We were talking about, Shamika. Remember Shamika? She was the secretary.
Shamika, but then she got turned to sister. Shamika 3X.
Right. That goes a long way.
I'd have been late today. Okay. And Cindy says I should go live when I volunteer at the shelter twice a month. I mean, you know what I'm saying? As I live.
Yes. Right.
I'm here at the shelter.
Look, wait, and don't forget, Sydney, when you pull up in your Mercedes at the shelter.
Right. you know. And make sure you put the bag of food in there so everybody will see that it came from Red Lobster.
Right.
Wherever.
Now, don't we say this every year? Always during the holiday season, you see everybody patting themselves on the back. Oh, I'm feeding the homeless during They need help all year long, not just once a year or part of the season.
Right, not because they were camped outside the mall, because they knew you was in there spending thousands of dollars, and they thought, well, let me see if somebody give me one.
Right, I was down in Inglewots last year, stopped by this homeless, and this lady's in there, rich lady, in there with her fur and jewelry on, serving food.
She probably had somebody with her camera. Make sure you get my good side. This is my good part.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Like, it's like the lady that's in the park here now. She's still a human being. I asked her, even before I gave her the money, I said, would I be insulting you by giving you this money?
Yeah, because some people like, I don't want your money. Actually, this would be a good time for your joke. Your joke, Al, that you put. I saw that you put up earlier. This would be a good time for your joke.
But, I had to ask her because I didn't want to, because maybe she doesn't need that.
Right.
But the thing is, I always give her, like, do you need any resources or whatever? Just oh, no, I'm good.
Right.
Hey, as long as
I'm thinking about you.
Yeah.
I'm not just walking by and seeing you in a destitute situation.
Yeah, and I'm not going to call the police because as long as she's policing her area and she's not bothering anybody, you can stay there as long.
She got to go somewhere.
Yeah, you can stay there all you want.
Right. And Al says, I was driving and I saw a homeless man with a sign that read, "This could be you," so I put my money back in my pocket.
Oh, wow.
Jonelle says, Ali had the gift to teach the masses, and his gift for rational mindedness was superb. The Honorable Elijah saw this his gift to the minister. If you really watch Ali's speeches, he was a great champion in ministry and love. No, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I also heard that his wife, that he was married to at the time, helped write a lot of his speeches when he would go to the colleges and things like that too, because she was really into the ministry at the time too. I believe it. Supporting him and everything. So.
I believe it. But yeah, he absolutely.
Because you got to remember, Ali wasn't very educated, so she had to work with him.
But you know, it is a known fact that anybody that goes into the nation
becomes educated.
Becomes very educated. I'm going to tell you guys this about my father. I've told you guys once before. My father actually turned down a 4-year full scholarship to Pepperdine University in lieu of going to the nation to study in the nation. Okay? And my dad, all this stuff that I know, I get most of it from my dad.
Right. But you were always wearing daddy's girl. So.
Always will be.
Can't have Amanda.
And Arthur says, well, I did hear somebody ask you about what you do for you to have been going live systemically.
Every week. Twice a week.
Systematically, rather. Every week, all these months to create a platform for us to speak and connect and give answers to the unpopular but necessary domain. We may always be all we have. Shout out to you and Donovan. Absolutely. I mean, Donovan likes to get up out of here. I know for a fact that if it wasn't for this show,
I wouldn't be here. Right.
Donovan wouldn't come. I mean, Donovan comes back a lot of times from where he's at on Sundays to do the show. Like I said,
consistency.
Venice Beach was my thing. And I just go hang out, being with the people, talk. Yeah. You know.
You have to go early, that's all.
Yeah, just hang out.
No, you need to start going early and get back.
I want to come back.
Right. Call off.
I like to go hiking, you know, Griffith Park. And, you know.
Be in Hollywood.
Just hanging out.
Right.
But I choose to do this because I love it and I love you guys.
And don't forget the numbers. Our podcast alone is at averages at least 11,000 people a week. That's the podcast. So if we go Facebook Live, you know, the numbers there are astronomical. You put in the YouTube channel and all that other stuff. All these things add up, and it's just astronomical to the people that you reach. You know, even if people just listen to us, it's something.
Right.
You know, so.
I mean, we could be tuning.
Yeah. We could be doing it, or crying.
And he could be on here twerking.
That's my fact.
Because, you know, we was twerking. People are,
Millions. My big girl channel.
I'm having a hot girl summer, y'all.
Yeah, you know, I got my big girl channel. They love skinny guys. Man, I turned out a lot of money to do this show.
And trust me, I don't know what a hot girl summer is. I just see people talking about it a lot.
Absolutely.
Cindy says, yes, it was me. Iran has a gold standard. Only 3 countries are not part of the American/European banking system. Yes. Iran, North Korea, and Venezuela.
And
which is why they mess with them a lot.
Yes, isn't that funny? The 3 countries you just named have a problem with the United States right now.
Right.
Put it together, people. Connect the dots.
And Cindy says, Donovan is a mess, a full-blown mess. Al says, thanks, but it's an explanation, not what you said. Explanation. He always makes fun of how I say stuff. And Janelle says, Shamika is a real person your father knew, not no random name right now. Donovan is the king of making up names to Tay-Tay and them.
Right.
Shaquaqua. This fool said Shaquaqua one day. I almost lost it.
I mean, how many Deontay's, you know, derivative of that name are black women going to make up? It's incredible.
Well, if we had a knowledge of self and we knew where we came from originally, we can name ourselves Afrocentric names, if you will. But, you know, you're going to get your Shaquaqua. I hate him. Shaquaqua and Tay-Tay.
Oh, man.
My dad knows a lot of people, so he might know a Shamika.
Yeah, Shamika.
And Cindy's laughing. We also say we are not including Russia.
Right, Russia,
and then Al says, I gave this homeless man $10 and told him don't buy any beer. He said, don't tell me what to do with my money.
You know, you gotta love it because it's true now. You gave him the money. You can't tell somebody what to do with their money.
And Cindy says, Donovan Sadiq, where you be chilling on Sundays?
On a Sunday?
Yeah, where you be at?
I be here.
You know what I'm saying? But if you weren't here.
Oh, if I wasn't here? Oh, man.
I mean, he was just in San Diego yesterday.
Yeah, I was in San Diego yesterday.
A fire pit, but he was there.
I had a few drinks. I just kind of tipped into the fire pit. But no, usually, like I said, like on Fridays, they have flights that are going over to Hawaii. I could have jumped in the Hawaii thing, been back Sunday night.
Donovan, like no grass grows under Donovan's feet. But I will say that, I mean,
I'll jump and go.
Donovan, we'd be looking for him if it wasn't for Sunday. Sunday is our anchor.
Yes.
Sunday keeps Donovan here.
Yes.
If it wasn't for this show, he would be gone.
Yes.
And I would be too, probably. You know, going off and doing things. And, you know, my daughter, she's not here today, but usually she comes with me. But usually we go do things, but I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, well, one thing that when I was in the military, I was known as Mr. Reliable. So you're always going to find me where I'm supposed to be. After that, who knows where I'll go. Just
right.
on. So.
Right. He'd be like, well, I'm going to Hawaii.
See ya. See ya.
When he coming back, I don't know.
I don't know. Not sure. Is the dog going to be all right? It depends. How you going to treat my dog?
And Cindy says, and Jonelle says, appreciate you both for your substance and self-respect and unity. Oh. We got you. We all we got, you know. And y'all say, right and hilarious. And then Cindy says, replying to Al Laugh Out Loud. Yeah, he is a fool. So
yes, we got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes, y'all. So that's all I have. You guys have anything you want to talk about in the last 5 minutes? A subject that maybe we didn't talk on or touch on?
Again, a reminder, there's the Democratic debate, I think it's this week.
Oh, yeah.
It's this week. And again, go to Joe Biden's webpage and look at everything that he is repealing that he put into the bill. Remember, he was unapologetic about it. Now, because he's been listening to the black media, he's like, I gotta apologize.
Biden he's leading. Joe Biden is, from what we see.
No, they just told us Kamala moved up.
Right.
That's not true. She stayed in their exact position.
It's probably gonna be Joe, guys. Mm-hmm. It's probably going to be Joe.
The question you got to ask yourself: do you trust Joe Biden?
If it's going to be Joe, and you don't want it to be Trump, we as black people have got to let Joe know now. You will not get our vote unless you do something for us.
Tangibly.
He went, and we talk about this all the time, the first stop he made once announcing he went to South Carolina to church. You know why they go to South Carolina first? South Carolina said that 6 out of 10 voters are black.
Right. Exactly. Right.
And something about the way their primaries are set. I guess they have their primaries first or something like that.
They're first, right.
So they know where the heartbeat, they being Democrats, know where the heartbeat of them getting elected is, and that's with black people. And so if it's going to be Joe, and it probably is, he still should not get our vote unless he, as Dr. Claude Anderson talks about, contractually agree to do something for us. Mm-hmm.
And don't use that excuse, well, I'm just the president, I don't make the laws, I could do... No, we want executive... did you hear Kamala Harris? If the Congress doesn't get their act together within 100 days, how are you going to tell a co-equal branch what the hell to do?
Right. And then Cindy says, I love the show. We love doing it. We one thing about me and Donovan and I, we ain't going to do nothing we don't love.
Right.
Nothing at all. You know, over 3 years is a long time.
It is.
It's a long time. So, I mean, we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it. I'll tell you, I've had jobs before that I said, I don't love it, and I'm out.
Right.
With no plan B. I'm out. Yeah, I said, what happened to that job? Oh, I left. Quick. They didn't even know I left.
Right.
I just left. So I'm not going to do nothing. Life is too short. I'm too old to be doing something I don't love. If I didn't love this, I would not do it. I promise you. And Al says, don't argue with D&D. They have been sauteed in the right sauce. Yes. Jonelle says, watch the movie called Fast Colors.
Fast Colors. Write that down.
I've been looking for stuff to watch. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am ready for the NBA lockout. Yes, I am absolutely ready. But when the lockout is over, I want to see how the free agency, that's what they're talking about. The free agency is going to go because they're going to have to lock out with these super contracts and these guys jumping ship. It's messing up the jersey sales and the revenue. Yeah. So, because people are, I'm not going to pay $100-something for a jersey and the guy's gone next year.
He ain't there no more, right?
Yeah, so.
Right, and then it's not even a classic because they weren't there as long enough for it to be a Wilt Chamberlain or somebody. And then let's see, so Fast Colors, where is that at? And Deja says exactly. And Jonelle says excellent movie, sci-fi, black women leading the role. Fast Colors. Okay,
I'm gonna check it out.
Al says the black lady said this black lady said
To me.
she doesn't go to the gym because she doesn't want to sweat to mess up her hair. Demetra told her, chemo mess your hair up. Really? I never know. I did not. I don't know what you're talking about. I never said that to anybody. I didn't. And then Cindy said Super Tuesday had mostly southern states. Yeah,
Yes,
so that's what
right.
it has to do with
Right.
why they go pander.
And your girl Kamala is counting on her sororos to get people, the party and stuff,
and Roland Martin, all those cats.
Oh, your boy, the comedian.
Who?
Come on, y'all gotta support Kamala. Blah, blah, blah. Ricky